You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Monday, June 30th, 2025. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here is what's happening. Over the weekend, a Pahrump man was reportedly stabbed near the Bob Root Center. And News 25 was on the scene. Let's take a look at the details.
At approximately 6:09 p.m. on June 27th, deputies from the Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a stabbing near the Bob Root Center, located near the intersection of Basin Avenue and Highway 160 in Pahrump. Upon arrival, deputies located the victim in front of Bob Root Center. The victim had sustained defensive cuts to his thumb and finger, as well as a large laceration to his right forearm. According to the report, the incident began with a verbal argument over money, with Clarence Reese accusing the victim of stealing $100 from him. The victim exited Reese's vehicle, and Reese initially drove away, but returned shortly after. He then became confrontational with the victim and allegedly took out a knife and cut him. An eyewitness was interviewed by deputies and corroborated the victim's account of the event. After the altercation, Reese fled the scene in his silver Dodge Ram pickup traveling southbound on Highway 160. He was located shortly afterward near Upland Avenue and Highway 372, where he was taken into custody. The vehicle was seized as evidence. After Reese was detained, he told deputies he had been giving rides to the victim throughout the day and the victim had not contributed any money for gas. Reese also stated that the victim had punched him in the face, causing a bloody upper lip and nose. Reese was transported to the Nye County Detention Center and booked for 1 count of battery with a deadly weapon.
More news now, championed by U.S. President Donald J. Trump. The One Big Beautiful Bill is keeping our U.S. senators and representatives busy. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent, Maria Centers, now joins us with details on air traffic control protocols mandated within the bill.
As U.S. President Donald J. Trump continues to plug his One Big Beautiful Bill, a recently released Council of Economic Advisors analysis confirmed that the legislation's pro-growth economic policies and spending caps are vital to the nation's fiscal development. The financial report forecasted that the bill will dip our debt down to 94% of gross domestic product. Here's a look at fresh footage from our Commander-in-Chief, pinpointing how the One Big Beautiful Bill is critical when it comes to modernizing air traffic control with safety at the forefront.
After many years of decline in our air traffic control system, the One Big Beautiful Bill will modernize this decrepit relic and give America the best, most advanced air traffic control system on earth, the best by far.
Last month, DJT and Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy unveiled a plan to overhaul the nation's air traffic control system in its entirety, as the industry has been plagued for years. Last year, FAA determined that 51 out of its 138 systems are unsustainable, noting outdated functionality and a lack of spare parts, among other safety issues.
It contains a historic program to update antiquated communications and radar systems, deteriorating hardware, and ancient software. This is really old stuff. It's ancient, with the latest 21st century tools and equipment.
United Airlines, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and JetBlue Airlines CEOs were all on board with the White House's new aviation upgrade plan when it was announced back in May, and praised it publicly. Major components include a complete revamp at over 4,600 air traffic control sites with state-of-the-art fiber, wireless, and satellite technologies.
It will improve runway safety and build new air traffic control centers for the first time in more than 50 years and keep America flying safely and efficiently for decades to come. Many, many decades are going to go by before this one gets obsolete. It's the best in the world.
The modernized method vies to include 25,000 new radios, more than 600 new radars, and 475 new voice switches within the designated air traffic control stations. Sites are set on building 6 new air traffic control coordination centers, marking the first time in 6 decades. Also to be implemented is modern hardware and software at all air traffic facilities, establishing a common platform throughout our friendly skies.
It's time to pass the One Big Beautiful Bill in into law. We're going to get it done. We're going to take care of air traffic control.
We will continue to offer the latest updates regarding the One Big Beautiful Bill as it relates to Southern Nevada. Reporting from Las Vegas and jetting it back over that hump to Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Thank you very much, Maria. More local stories coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back to News 25 on this Monday. I'm Chris Palermo. The battle over a massive tax and spending bill continues in the Senate, and Nevada's Senator Jackie Rosen is pushing back. She's raising concerns that the plan would strip essential benefits from families across the state, and News 25 has the details.
As the Senate continues to debate on a sweeping tax and spending bill, U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen took to the Senate floor Monday to voice strong opposition to this legislation, warning that it would be devastating Nevada families. Rosen criticized the bill backed by Senate Republicans, calling it an extreme measure that slashes Medicaid and food assistance programs while delivering additional tax cuts to large corporations and the ultra-wealthy. Senator Rosen's remarks come as the Senate moves closer to the final vote on this bill, which has drawn criticism from advocacy groups as well as some moderate lawmakers.
So let's be clear about what's happening here. This big, beautiful betrayal, it isn't about fiscal discipline, it's fiscally reckless. It isn't about responsibility or doing what's best for average Americans. It's about misguided priorities. It's about giving more to the ultra-wealthy on the backs of hard-working families. This bill will take away health care and food assistance from people and families who need it most, just so D.C. Republicans can pay more for tax cuts for those who need them the least. D.C. Republicans want to have more tax cuts for those who need them the least. Once again, Republicans in Congress are putting the interests of the ultra-wealthy above the needs of hardworking families, children with disabilities, seniors, and Americans who rely on Medicaid each and every day. Earlier this year, I held a roundtable in Las Vegas with Nevada families who rely on Medicaid. For them, Medicaid is not just a talking point. They're not simply paid-fors in a budget bill. Medicaid is a lifeline. It literally keeps their children alive. This bill would also slash SNAP, as my colleagues before me have told you some of the statistics. SNAP, the nutrition program that helps nearly 1 in 6 Nevadans put food on the table. Most of these recipients are children. When they cut this program, you tell me what our families supposed to do. You tell me what families are supposed to do when they cut food assistance. How are they going to put food on the table? What will they say to their hungry children? Sorry, kids, you have to go hungry so billionaires can get a tax break? This just can't be right. This just can't be right. And it doesn't stop there. This bill threatens thousands of good-paying union jobs in Nevada, across our country, by letting critical tax credits for solar, for wind projects expire before those projects can even get off the ground.
The legislation, if passed by the Senate, will return to the House for a final vote before moving to the president's desk.
Well, the Las Vegas Aces are winners. The Golden Knights are making some off-season moves. Mikey Ruhan has that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators victorious all weekend, wrapping up a 6-game series with the Albuquerque Isotopes on Sunday, winning 5-4.
That's a 5-game winning streak.
Next up for the Aviators, they welcomed the Oklahoma City Comet on Tuesday. Vegas Golden Knights made 4 selections on Saturday, June 28th at the 2025 NHL entry draft. In round 2, they selected Jacob IHS Wozniak. In round 3, they chose Matteo Nobert. Round 6 got him Alexander Weyermeyer. And also in round 6, they chose Gustav Soikfist. Golden Knights general manager Kelly McCrimmon announced on June 29th that the team has acquired Jeremy Lauzon and Colton Sissons from Nashville from the Nashville Predators in exchange for defenseman Nicholas Haig.
That's why you all got here on the double to catch me doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm mama's boy Otis, one of a kind. The ladies all love me for my body and my mind.
Several alumni of the legendary 1985 Chicago Bears football team will reunite in Las Vegas for a special event. Jim McMahon, William Refrigerator Perry, Dennis McKinnon, Willie Gault, and Otis Wilson will gather to remember their special season at Amore Taste of Chicago on July 26th and 27th. The Las Vegas Aces beat the Phoenix Mercury 84-81 on Sunday to snap the Mercury's 6-game winning streak. Aces play the Fever in Indiana on Thursday. The WNBA announced it will expand to 18 teams as it adds franchises in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Cleveland's team will begin play in 2028, followed by Detroit's in 2029 and Philadelphia's in 2030. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Well, Friday is Independence Day, and we've got your plans covered. That and more. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palaro. This Friday is Independence Day. And with that, of course, comes our annual 4th of July parade. News 25 got up with Linda Wright Smith for the details.
This happens every 4th of July at the Calvada Eye. And we do a 4th of July parade around the Calvada Eye. And we're always looking for people to come out and participate in the parade. And the parade starts at 9 a.m. And this year, it has always started at 10, but this year we're starting at 9.
It's cooler then, too.
It's a little cooler. Last year it was really hot. This year we're looking at about, hopefully around 104, which is a little cooler, not much, but a little cooler than last year. So if you're interested, please go online to pdop.info for our registration form to sign up for the parade. And it's $35 for up to 5 units, and anything over 5 units in the parade is $50.
Okay.
And all of what we take in for our registration helps us put on our other events.
And could we ask you what some of those other events are? If you look at the flyer again on the center top, you'll see 4 items up there.
Yes.
So you could tell us about those.
Well, right after the parade, we have a family fun event that takes place right after the parade in the Calvada Eye, which is barbecue and family fun games. So please stick around for that, because that's all a lot of fun, because we have not only booths set up for games and stuff for for the whole family, but we also have a watermelon eating contest and our ever popular water balloon fight with the Nye County Sheriff Department.
Oh, sweet.
So please come and stay for both events on the 4th, but we also do Easter in the park the day before Easter, and it's set up similar to it where we have barbecue, and a lot of organizations come out and have a booth and give out information. And we have PDOT joins us for both of those events, and they come out with their train and their bull. And now we have a bounce house, and we also have cotton candy and snow cones and kettle corn and all kinds of goodies. And then we also have 2 sit-down dinners that we do, one on Thanksgiving Day and one on Christmas Eve. And everything is free to the community because we work off of donations.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
That's the Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam here in Pahrump, outside of the KPVM television studios. The forecast is, as of now, looking pretty good for your fireworks on Friday night. But between now and then, you've got a lot going on, and we'll let you know the complete forecast coming up in a bit.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. And taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is looking at 97 degrees. Fallon is looking at triple digits for the first time this year at 101 degrees. Carson City is at 92. Tonopah is at 90 degrees. Goldfield's at 91. Beatty's at 100 degrees. Amargosa is at 107. Las Vegas is at 108. And Death Valley is at 117 degrees today. But here in the beautiful Paradise Pahrump, it's currently very hot. It's 103 degrees. The high today was 105 with sunny skies. The wind was blowing south-southwest at 12 miles per hour, humidity 10%, and the sun rose this morning at 5:29 and is setting tonight at 8:05 p.m. The humidity raises up to 16%, and the wind continues to blow into the night at east-southeast at 10 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 75 degrees. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We are seeing some double digits in the next few days, but tomorrow we are staying in the triple digits at 104 on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we're at 97, and then on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we're looking at 99 degrees, though we do go back up into the triple digits on Sunday at 102 and 103 next Monday. As I always say, make sure to stay hydrated. Back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Thank you, Ms. Rosell. Well, it's looking pretty normal, and we're hoping that you stay hydrated as usual and stay safe out there. Keep tuned right here to News 25, as we'll always give you the latest forecast. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight at News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.